To embark on a journey where we would reintroduce an animal that hasn't been here for 100 years, where do we find that balance? How do we keep the state healthy and diverse? And sometimes I think it's not about going forward. Sometimes I think it's about going back.
So you do hear a lot of concerns from hunters
Sure.
about the numbers of wolves, and how do you address those?
Well, sure, and they're valid concerns.
But here's what we know. Colorado has more public land and a bigger prey population for gray wolves than anywhere in the world. There is no doubt, with an average of nearly 760,000 elk and deer in Colorado, there are plenty of elk and deer for the recreational hunter and the gray wolf.
Well, Bo's about as old as I am. Nothing special, but still shoots straight. Hunting for me has always been about spending time out in the country and seeing the animals and seeing the landscape as it is naturally. 20 years ago, if someone had asked me, could we accommodate a major predator like a wolf in western Colorado, I'd have probably had the same knee-jerk reaction that a lot of people have and say, no, there's no room. We'd have too many conflicts. You know, it's just so hard to sneak up within 20, 30 feet of a wild animal like an elk. And they're very, very strong, very powerful, tremendous eyesight, great hearing. We've got a big, big herd. We manage it really with hunting to kind of take the place of the major predator that isn't here anymore. People kind of wonder, are a major predator like a wolf gonna make hunting more difficult? Having the landscape work the way it's designed to work, having a natural predator-prey relationship, that's the way it's supposed to be. You know, the wolves, they go after the weak and the sick, and that's the role they play. This landscape evolved with the full complement of predators. My dad used to say there's lots of common sense in the world because nobody ever uses any of it up. Maybe doing something like reintroducing wildlife that we've lost. My family's been in Colorado for a lot of generations. We're still looking at the same landscape, some of the same water drainages, some of the same wildlife herds. We've learned some things about how this country functions